In this video series, we're going to take a deep dive into email marketing and what it can do for your business. In fact, a 2015 study by the DMA found that for every $1 spent, email has an average $38 return on investment. So if you have been overlooking this amazing opportunity to grow your brand and maximize your outreach, now is the time to get started. Because the truth is, even though there are many forms of digital marketing, email marketing is still one of the most effective strategies at connecting with your target audience and solidifying your place in your market. With that being said, sometimes it can be overwhelming, especially when it comes to making sure your emails actually get seen. After all, how many emails have gone straight to your trash without being opened? Like many other marketing channels, email can also be highly competitive. This can make email marketing seem like an impossible task. However, when done with intention and strategy, email marketing can be a powerful tool for building relationships with your audience. This is because an email will stay unread in your inbox until you do something about it. You always have to interact with an email. So even if you don't open it, your prospect has likely read the subject line, and for every email they receive, their awareness of your brand continues to grow. The marketing technology software for email marketing is also more developed, and believe it or not, email has been around since the 1970s. You can send traffic to other channels, segment your consumers, and automate many day-to-day operations. This flexibility means that email marketing is a must-have in your marketing toolbox. So when you know how to use it properly, you can achieve multiple business goals with just one channel. In our next video, we'll take a close look at the different types of emails and which ones are right for your business. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more video content like this.
You are currently at the end of part 1. You may now pause the training and come back later, or you may continue on to part 2, which will begin shortly.
Let's get into email types 101. As promised, today we'll cover the different types of emails that businesses use to interact with their customers. The concept of email types might seem silly at first. After all, an email is an email, right? Yes, but also, no. In business, people are used to receiving specific emails, and if they fail to get them, it can have a negative impact in overall perception of your brand. For example, consider not receiving a confirmation email after making a successful purchase online. You may feel a bit put off, or even worried that your purchase wasn't completed, or worse, that you were scammed. This is why it's important to understand the different types of emails and how to set them up to help with the customer journey. When you apply email types correctly, you engage with your customers in a way that drives results. Next is a list of the most common email types and what they're used for. Number 1, welcome and confirmation emails. Welcome emails are used to introduce a potential customer to your business and marketing funnel. By sending a welcome email, you confirm the customer's desire to engage with you. And at this point, you'd usually offer something to encourage them to engage further, like a freebie or a special discount. Confirmation emails are used to acknowledge that you've received the customer's purchase, request, or sign up. They're an important way to keep customers informed and also leave a paper trail in case something goes wrong. Secondly, there are lead nurturing emails. Lead nurturing is the way you guide customers through your marketing funnel. During this phase, a customer is interested in your business. However, they aren't ready to purchase yet because they have certain needs or doubts. By identifying and addressing these needs, you can bring people closer to purchase by providing added value. Emails are great for lead nurturing because you can attach documents, include hyperlinks, and rich media. Then in the number 3 spot there are newsletter emails. A newsletter is a report that contains content that the receiver will find interesting. For businesses, newsletters usually contain blog posts, announcements, and updates. Although there are several ways to deliver a newsletter, email newsletters are the most popular because they go directly to someone's inbox. Fourth on our list is the promotional email. A promotional email is used to inform customers about special promotions, discounts, and deals. Email is a great choice for promoting juicy deals like special sales because they have high visibility and can link directly to your store. And coming in at number 5, we have survey emails. An integral part of running a business is optimization, and this means you need customer feedback. A survey email is one of the best ways to ask for feedback because you can ask more questions than other methods. Furthermore, you don't need to redirect customers to an external site. Asking for feedback also shows your customers that you value their opinion. This makes them more likely to engage with your business again, especially if you can show that you've acted on their feedback. And there you have it. The 5 most common email types and what they're used for. In the next video, we'll walk you through building an email list. Remember to like and subscribe for more video content like this.
You are currently at the end of part 2. You may now pause the training and come back later, or you may continue on to part 3, which will begin shortly.
In this video, you'll learn how you can build and grow your list the right way so that you're set up for long-term success. If you have a website, you can use pop-ups strategically to attract new customers and offer current subscribers new products. Pop-ups usually convert between 3% and 10%. These make them a great tool for catching someone's attention. This is especially true if you consider that you only have around 54 seconds before the average user exits your website. You can categorize pop-ups by type, and this will help you in recognizing where they can be best applied on your site. For example, there are entry pop-ups, on-click pop-ups, sidebar scroll pop-ups, timed pop-ups, and exit intent pop-ups. Spamming your customers with pop-ups is unlikely to yield results. Instead, use pop-ups in sections of the customer journey where people tend to drop off. For example, an exit intent pop-up will appear when a user starts to close your website. This happens when they mouse over the tabs section of their browser getting ready to leave. Use a pop-up here to offer some kind of value like a free PDF or a discount, in exchange for an email address. Or if you notice that people are browsing your site for a long time but aren't converting, you might want to use a timed pop-up. On your website you can also add a number of opt-in options. An opt-in is a form where users give you their email and permission to contact them. Customers who are really interested in your business will fill out this form. It's important to create lots of opportunities for customers to opt in, without being too disruptive. Most websites include opt-in forms in sections about the business, like navigation menus and footers. It's important to explain how opting in will provide value because most people receive more emails than they can handle. It's popular to offer exclusive discounts, content, and access to certain products. But rather than blindly following the trend, find out what stops people from converting and offer something to solve their needs. Don't forget about your social media. Although your website is the obvious choice, social media is also a great channel for building your email list. Research shows that most people will follow a business account because they want to stay up to date on new products. However, business accounts are easily buried in someone's feed. You can help your social media followers stay up to date by offering some kind of opt-in on your social media pages. Their inbox is probably not as competitive as their social media feed, so you'll be much more visible. And some social media platforms make this easier than others. Facebook lets you add a call to action button on your business page, so you can just put your email opt-in link there. Other platforms that focus on photos and videos tend to make it difficult to add links, so you can use a free workaround like Linktree and put it in your bio. That's all for this video. In the next video we will cover everything you need to know about email design. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more video content like this.
You are currently at the end of part 3. You may now pause the training and come back later, or you may continue on to part 4, which will begin shortly.
As promised, here's our video on everything you need to know about email design. In this video we will be mentioning a number of resources for you to check out, and the links for these resources will be found in the description. Email design is about putting together your emails in a way that makes it readable, engaging, and user-friendly. Research shows that we don't read content on the web the same way we read books. And this means that your email should not read, or look anything like a book. So that raises the obvious question, what should your email look like? Well, if you look at most marketing emails in your niche, chances are they look very different from traditional emails. In fact, Most of them might resemble a short blog post, including hyperlinks, brand-based colors, and interactive elements. Businesses are moving towards these kinds of emails for multiple reasons. They're easy to digest. They're easy to create. They convert better than plain text. And they're share-worthy. Today we'll walk you through the basics of email design so that you can get up and running in no time. The first thing we'll look at is content hierarchy. Content hierarchy refers to the way content is organized, usually on digital content assets. Broadly speaking, content hierarchy is used to tell people what's important at a glance. This is important for things like blog posts because you have a limited amount of time to convince people that your content is worth reading. They do this by skimming the parts of your content that stand out the most visually, and evaluating if the body text is valuable based on that. In email marketing, the following concepts apply. Avoid trying to communicate multiple topics in one email. Make it as concise as possible. Put the most important information at the top of the email. And lastly, use headings, subheadings, bulleted lists, and dividers to break up the email. Content hierarchy is a huge subject that transcends marketing. If you'd like to read more, we recommend this resource from Gather Content. Now let's get into colors. When designing your emails, it's best to stick to your brand's color palette. Doing so helps create a more cohesive user experience across all of your channels. Furthermore, your customers will eventually associate certain colors with your brand. For example, yellow and purple will always mean the Lakers. And Google's color scheme is recognizable in an instant. If your brand doesn't have a color palette yet, now's the perfect time to make one. Here's a tip: use an online palette generator or hire a branding professional. Believe it or not, color theory can get mathematical. Besides your color scheme, make sure you codify how you use your colors. This means if one call to action button is red, the rest of your buttons should be red too. And if your email design uses headers and footers, use one color to separate them from the body of your email. Fonts is a subject that can cause problems for a lot of people, so we have provided a guideline for you to follow until you can develop your own style. Typography is a steep and slippery slope. There are hundreds of thousands of fonts, not to mention all the apps that let you make your own. Spare yourself the trouble of sifting through an entire font library, and choose a tried and true font pairing from Google Fonts. We recommend that you try Reliable as a resource. Once you start using your fonts, it's important to keep legibility, font size, in mind. For body text, a font size of 14 or 16 pixels is ideal. And for headings and subheadings, you have a little more creative freedom. The one guideline to follow is that your headings should be larger than your subheadings, and your subheadings should be larger than your body text. If you want an app that does the math for you, we recommend Typescale. Just input the size of your body text, the proportions you want to use, the font you're using, and the font weight. Normal text is 400 and bold is 700. And now let's take a look at images. Photos are a great way to liven up the design of your email. Make sure to include your branding assets like your logo. You can also use photos as a statement or hero banner for your email. If you choose to do this, make sure that the rest of the email is minimal and pared down to let the photo shine. Nevertheless, don't go overboard with the photos. You still want to keep the file size small, so choose the essentials and compress them appropriately. One of the best ways to keep your emails consistent is by using templates. This will give your emails a professional feel and help with retaining your list numbers. Once you create a design that you like, save it as a template so that you can return to it for future campaigns. This helps you optimize your workflow and save time in the long run. If you're not into design, you can also use pre-made templates from your email marketing software. Instead of building a design from the ground up, go through this list one by one and customize the pre-made template to suit your needs. Pre-made templates aren't exactly turnkey because thousands of other businesses use the same thing. So, it's important to pay attention to these details because they help you cut through the noise and stand out. Thanks for watching, and in our next video we'll be taking a look at how to boost your open rates. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more video content.
You are currently at the end of part 4. You may now pause the training and come back later, or you may continue on to part 5, which will begin shortly.
In this video we will take a look at how to boost your open rates. One important aspect of email marketing is your copywriting. An engaging email will have the perfect balance of good design and copywriting. In fact, your subject line is often more important than anything else. This is because your subject line is how customers decide if they're going to read your email or not. In this video, you'll discover how to boost open rates and maximize engagement for every email campaign you ever create. Have you ever gone fishing? If you have, then you know that one of the most important items to bring with you is a hook. A good email will use a hook to get the attention of a prospective customer. One technique that writers use to grab people's attention is with a narrative hook. Another method is to use an exciting, intriguing, or unusual opening line that will motivate readers to engage. To write a good hook, you can start your email with something surprising, interesting, or even funny if that works for your brand. An unexpected, curious, or controversial statement will make readers want to read your email because they'll want to find out more. Another way to hook readers is to open with a question or to make them question something. Rhetorical questions in the subject line or preview text will tempt people to read your email. Questions also start a dialogue with readers, so they'll be more likely to engage with them. Remember, it's always best to write like you talk. Writing the way you talk helps you convey your message better. People are more likely to understand short and simple words versus overcomplicated and unneeded jargon. If your brand voice is more serious and professional, you can still write this way without sacrificing your brand identity. For example, you can still use contractions such as don't versus do not, can't versus cannot, you're versus you are, and always try to use an active voice. One of the most effective ways to communicate something is to use emotion to your advantage. Emotion makes for catchy and engaging subject lines, and will maximize your open rates. Here are some of the emotions that you can experiment with in your subject line. First, try using conversational subject lines to make customers feel like someone is addressing them directly. Because it feels like we're talking to someone, we feel the need to respond, even if it's a marketing email. Here's an example subject line which I'm sure you've seen before. Flash sale. What are you waiting for? Next, try a poetic subject line and use literary techniques to create catchy hooks. You can use rhetorical questions and alliteration, and these will allow you to craft something exciting. An example of this type of subject line would be, our best bubbly bargains. You can also experiment with funny subject lines which grabs their attention by making readers laugh. They indicate that your email has entertainment value, so readers are more likely to open it. If a funny subject line works with your brand identity, it's definitely worth a shot. An example of this type of subject line would be, this soap will turn your next shower into a soap opera. Then there are curious subject lines which uses something interesting or unusual to make readers interested in your email. These types of subject lines are usually phrased as questions. They also work well when you combine them with personalization. An example of this type of subject line would be, are you making these surprising mistakes? And then we have the trendy subject lines which uses pop culture moments and current events to create interest. If there's a trend in your niche, then this is a great way to take advantage of it. So, in summary, using a hook, writing like a human, and using emotion strategically can really help you maximize your engagement. Now all you need to do is sit down and brainstorm a few subject lines before you hit send. Thanks for watching, and in our next video we will be taking a look at some amazing email marketing tools. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more video content like.
You are currently at the end of part 5. You may now pause the training and come back later, or you may continue on to part 6, which will begin shortly.
In this video we'll be taking a look at some amazing email marketing tools. Links to the products we recommend will be in the description. Now that you know all about crafting great emails, it's time to put your skills into action. To do this, you'll need to get yourself set up with email marketing software. There are a lot of options available, so to make it easier for you, we've created a list of our top providers. While we still recommend you shop around, you can start your search with our recommendations to save time. Our first recommendation is MailChimp. MailChimp is the all-in-one platform for email marketing. If you ever need a feature, MailChimp probably has it. It's also very easy to use. They have tools for each part of the email marketing process, from building your email list, putting together your first email, automating your campaigns, and tracking your performance. Most of their tools are also drag and drop, so creating an email is almost exactly like designing in Canva. Furthermore, automating a campaign is as simple as putting together a flowchart. MailChimp has a generous free plan, affordable paid plans, and also a pay-as-you-go feature. So there's bound to be a package that suits your needs. Our next recommendation is HubSpot. If you're looking for something that handles all of your marketing, HubSpot is a great option. Their 14-day free marketing hub plan has website forms, 2,000 email sends per month, ad management, landing page features, email list segmentation, basic email automation, and loads more. Using HubSpot for all of your marketing makes your job easy because everything is in one easy-to-use platform. It's also an easy way to transition into omni-channel marketing. However, once your 14-day free trial ends, you'll have to subscribe to one of their paid plans to continue using HubSpot. It can be a bit pricey, but HubSpot is the most comprehensive and seamless marketing software on the market. Our final recommendation is for a platform called Drip. Drip is marketing software built specifically for e-commerce. They have comprehensive and easy-to-use tools like MailChimp and HubSpot, but are specifically geared for e-commerce businesses. For example, their pre-built email templates can be edited using a point-and-click interface. And they can also be edited via HTML, meaning you have full creative control over your emails. Their marketing automation suite comes with pre-built automation workflows. All you have to do is plug your data and email list into their workflows, and you'll be good to go. Their segmentation suite is also quite advanced, so you can get really specific with targeting and personalization to improve your engagement rates. Drip has a 14-day free trial. However, similar to HubSpot, after your trial ends, you'll have to subscribe to a paid plan. Their paid plans are fairly affordable, and scale based on the number of people on your email list. The larger your email list, the more features you have access to. That's all for today, and have fun shopping for your email marketing software. Thanks for watching, and in our next video we will be taking a look at running out of email marketing ideas. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more video content like this.
You are currently at the end of part 6. You may now pause the training and come back later. Or you may continue on to part 7, the final video of this series, which will begin shortly.
In this video we will take a look at a major problem that we all face at one point or another, and that's running out of email marketing ideas. One of the hardest parts of email marketing is maintaining consistency. You can't send your customers an email every day for a week and then disappear for weeks on end. At the same time, you have to spice things up from time to time instead of using the same format and tone. That's why it's important to have a series of pre-written, automated emails planned. Not only will it make it easy to stay on track, but you'll be able to plan ahead. Here are a few ideas for creating your series of automated emails. It's vitally important to send out announcements about changes that impact customers. Consumers value transparency. It's helpful to be upfront about changes like a new pricing model, increasing or decreasing prices, strategic pivots, acquisitions, or partnerships. A message from the CEO, whether it's a short note or an embedded video, can help indicate the significance of the message. It's always a nice touch to celebrate customer milestones like their birthday or anniversaries. These emails can be as simple as a thank you note. They don't even have to include discounts or promotions, although they'll probably be appreciated. Just think about delighting your customer, perhaps with a heartfelt letter or a cute animation. However, you will need personalization workflows to do this. You can consult our previous video, Amazing Email Marketing Tools, if you're still looking for software to do this. Sending company milestones are also worth including in your newsletter. Most of your customers will be happy to celebrate your milestones with you. Also, the feel-good vibe of celebrating a milestone will create a good impression for your brand. Behind-the-scenes content is engaging because it gives customers a sneak peek of the work that goes into your products. Consider including photos and videos of your working process in your newsletter. This also helps humanize your brand, so that you're not just a faceless company. Educational content like tutorials, insider tips, or new hacks can be used not only for education but also entertainment. Creating content about your products will help you show what it's capable of. It also helps you communicate the value your products can bring to a customer's life. Infographics are more lively and entertaining than text-based emails. They're a good option if you need more pizzazz but don't want to get into video. You can send infographics about your company or a certain product. Alternatively, you can spin one of your tutorials into a nice infographic. Social proof like case studies and testimonials are very compelling pieces of content because they're from a third party. Showing real people who aren't affiliated with your brand can help convince prospects that you're a legitimate business. Your business in the news or social media is also another way of providing social proof. If someone wrote a nice article or review about your business, definitely include that in your newsletter. Another great idea is to send user-generated content from social media, like photos and videos posted by customers, can also achieve the same effect. What's more, reposting customers' content in your newsletters will help cement your relationship with them, turning them into brand ambassadors. And one of the best ways to gain attention is to send free resources, which is a great way to increase your engagement rates. Promising a freebie in the subject line can increase your conversion rate by as much as 67%. Plus, if someone likes your freebie, they're likely to share it on social media. And that brings us to the end of this video series on email marketing. Thanks for watching, and please, like, share, and subscribe for more video content like this. Remember to keep coming back to our channel because we always have something new to offer.
This video series was brought to you by BCB Canada, a viewer-powered channel. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Your subscription will enable us to continue making free valuable content.